Hello everyone, welcome back to episode number 7 of our Frosty Planet DLC series. We have just about finished our little SPOM over here that we're going to move on to probably within the next couple of moments in the episode. So let's get right to it. We are really working on the carbon dioxide over here, and if we try to add too many of these plants, I don't think we're gonna be able to feed them all. That's how much carbon dioxide we've been eliminating with all these oxalate alveo vera plants. So why don't we get some priorities going here? We'll do like 9 on all of this, and then also over here we need to create a vacuum inside this. It's not there yet. There is still some carbon dioxide. We need to get rid of that carbon dioxide before we are able to do anything. It looks like we are there. All right. So now that we have that, we can start to put in the loop that we wanted before. We need to deconstruct this one. Perfect. Okay, and then the next step that I'm going to do is I'm going to have the duplicants go. I am going to have them open this up and then just keep digging in this direction. I want to create another area for power generation away from the base. That way it doesn't get too warm from this constantly running, right? So if we look at the temperature, right, we just pause it for a second here. This is 6.37 degrees, 0.2, negative 0.04. That's because we have things generating heat over here. We want to remove that and put that behind the barrier of abyssalite at a minimum for the base, right? So that's kind of what we're going to do in a moment here. And create a power spine next to the hydrogen generators, and then whatever else we decide to do in that as well. So let's also change everything that is not necessary, like right now. Oh, we have some other things inside the pipe, unfortunately. All right, since they can't decide on what they want to do, we're just gonna tell them they need to do that like pronto. All right. Good, good, good. And then with those created, we will go, we'll dig down 3 afterward once all this is gone, and then that should allow us an easy access. There we go. We should be able to reach all of that without any issues. But at least we can now start with this. Let's go this way. So this should start the production of what we need here. I think it'd be really nice if we continue to stabilize the oxygen and the carbon dioxide down here. So I think what we'll do is we'll get rid of all of these, so that way all the carbon dioxide just kind of V patterns down into this area here and here. And then we want to close this one off. You know what, this would just be better if we had a liquid lock, but we don't have a really good liquid that can handle the negative 30 degree cold, so we aren't going to be able to do liquid locks right away. Even with mercury, if we look at mercury, oh, mercury is pretty good, negative 38.8. So wow, thermal conductivity of 8.3. Wow, that's really good. We're going to be able to use that for a few different options. A lot of the cooling loops will require that, and yeah, that's going to be way better than just polluted water. And what is the other one I'm thinking of? polluted water, brine, anything of that nature, it's going to be better to use the mercury instead. I think, at least. Let's see, can we find... Oh, here's polluted water. Let's see. Okay, so the heat capacity, 4.179. Okay, we look at the mercury. Heat capacity. Oh, I was wrong. Thermal conductivity is better. The heat capacity is not. So, I guess... Yeah, I guess polluted water still has it beat in regards to transferring heat. That's okay, though. That's okay. We will adjust our plans without issue. Okay, all that is getting done. We've got a wart seed just hanging out down there. So I think what I'd like to do is when we use this anti-entropy thermal nullifier, we'll have like a nice little area of radiant pipes that we will swap in and out for cold. And then we'll take that cold radiant pipes of liquid and we will create a barrier from the hot side of the base to the cold side of the base. At least that's how I'd like to do it. Okay, why? Oh, no, power. Okay. We need to generate some power. Where's... Okay, we have water. Here, let's, someone run on this, yeah? Who's gonna run? There we go. So this is gonna be, I forget, it's like 740, and then this is like 450. Same thing here, but it needs to be above, and this one also needs to be above. Then we look at materials. So all that hydrogen is staying in these 6 tiles. Just like the bigger SPOM, that's what you want with in between the 2 manual airlocks. That's why we vacuum it first, so the hydrogen will fall right into these 6 tiles. So the explanation, I hope, makes it a lot easier to understand, but if you have any oxygen in here, it ends up not working the way you want it to. What are we doing here? I know what we're doing. We are deconstructing these. Temperature, yeah, it's pretty warm in there. Let's turn this off. Actually, before we do that, let's take this power. We'll cut the power on the electrolyzer, and then we'll change this to 1. So it's gonna pump all this out, right? Yes, perfect. Okay, that's gonna give them a really good amount of hydrogen, even though it's a lot less than we normally use. And then once we're at like a really lower amount, like we're getting really close to being empty of hydrogen in this room, then what we can do is turn this one off and then turn the other one on. Yeah, when we get down to like 10, yeah, see, because all this is oxygen, next this is going to be oxygen, and then this one is going to be, so we're slowly getting rid of the hydrogen. Not a problem at all. It's pretty nice that we're able to do it nice and easily. Temperature is going to go down probably. Okay, we're going to turn that off. We are going to change this to buildings, get rid of the buildings, all the buildings, and all the buildings. It's okay. We've got milligrams of hydrogen in here, so it's not going to be a big deal. Wonderful. Okay, so that should be able to provide enough hydrogen to power these. We will need to move them over here. Get that nice and keep that nice and cold, and then that'll allow us to create our barrier between the cold area and the warm area. Okay, what else do we have going on? Okay, we've got all of this over here. They are all working as intended. You know, maybe we would be good if we added a bunch of those over here. And then let's get rid of all of this. Yeah, that would solve all of this issue that we have. Because for some reason, it's just all the carbon dioxide's collecting and it's not like falling down like we want it to. Okay, we've got 10,000 calories. We have these pike apple bushes that are about to be harvested, so we aren't going to run out. Fertilization, okay, they need... What do they need? Is it ice? Oh, they need phosphorus, okay. If we had a mechatronics engineer, we'd be able to put shipping here, but I don't think we have any of that. Let's look around. What do we have? A plumber? Plumber. Mechatronics engineering, and you need carrying and tinkering for that. We don't have that capability. Maybe what we'll do is get another duplicate for that. Yeah, super duper hard digging. Perfect. Yeah, our next duplicate we'll be able to bring in, we'll have that. Yeah, we have a lot of stuff to do, so we're going to go on the fastest speed. That way they catch up on all of their duties. And I'm thinking we might try adding a rust oxidizer setup at some point. This is cool to be able to use this SPOM here even though it's super cold, but I think a rust oxidizer might be neat, like a whole system like that. Okay, let's go straight down. We want to see what we've got down here. So we know the temperature is hot right there. And then we've got more mammoths. And the baminis. Look at the bamini. Oh, it's an actual mammoth again. Wow. That really didn't take very long. Alright, what else do we have going on? Okay. All of the water in here, the polluted water is at 14 degrees. So if we did add it to here, I don't know if it would break or not. Let's see if it'll get a little bit warmer before we do anything. See, this is working out great, and we're producing probably enough. Let's look at our colony summary. This is going to tell you again. So, consumed. We'll look at the highest one recently, 462, and the produced is a little bit lower, 239, but it's been at 300 kilograms. We just started the SPOM, so that's probably not going to be accurate until the next day or two, because this is going to go up now that we have 2 electrolyzers running instead of just 1. All right, let's change the priority of those to a 9, that way they get done. There we go. So much stuff to do, and always, never enough time to do it. Okay, schedules are good. Priorities, we didn't really mess with priorities too much. We will add a little bit more of supplying on these. That will be really helpful. Much better. So right now we don't have a polluted water pit. Right now our polluted water goes right into this liquid wet reservoir from here. That way it doesn't just sit around and gather all of the, like, send out all that polluted oxygen, right? We don't want polluted oxygen, so we're gonna add another compost here. It's gonna be helpful. We aren't overstoring the hydrogen yet. It seems like we're going through it just as much as we were needing it for the power. Okay, we'll open up that. And we'll wait. We'll wait on that one. We'll actually go two down, and that way we go all the way across with the insulated tile. And that'll be great. Oh wait, we want to keep that so they can get up and down. Careful, Dom, careful. Alright, we have a lot of stuff for them to do, but they just, it seems like we need a couple more duplicants to fill out our roster. We'll have another one here really fast, probably before the cycle ends. And again, we are not doing an achievement run on this asteroid. We are just playing it nice and chillaxing, understanding the new mechanics. One of the new mechanics that I can't wait to try out, if we look at our research, let's see, where did it go? Right here, the Mercury-powered ceiling light. That is awesome. I can't wait to try that, see what we can use it with. It's just really going to be something I've never tried before. Jet suit dock. That's new, I think. Doesn't say that it's new, but I'm pretty sure that wasn't there before. Anyways, that's what I want to try because you can produce a lot of light. So, you know, we don't need to go to the surface for sunlight. Then we would be able to use, like, you know, our solar panels in there. We needed it. There's an extra bit of power. Look at that. Great job. They need to get more pike apples though. There we go, phosphorate being delivered. Alright, let's hope we get something good. Salt water, not very great. Operating and machinery, cannot do research and decreased strength. Carrying capacity minus 120. But building and ranching. Yeah, we're gonna go, yeah, there we go, that'll be better. And you know what? I think that this is gonna be great. Let's change the priority of these to a 9 and 9. Let's go to our schedule. We're gonna add another schedule here, because that's the default schedule, right? And we want 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And there is some method that a lot of others like to use with their schedule where you don't provide a bath time. And I provide bath time on purpose because, for example, if they're right next to the bathroom and they get into bath time, then they go right to it, right? If they're not and they go in their downtime, then they have to wait through bedtime, right? So it's just like a security blanket. We're just adding extra time to give them an opportunity for that. Who's all the way at the top? It is Bubbles. Let's grab Bubbles. Okay. We've let the temperature kind of settle at 66 degrees. That's pretty good. Chewing through power though, and we do have a little bit of hydrogen now, which is good, really good. We need all the power we can get, right? Okay, that's warming up the area still, keeping it at the same temperature. All right, let's see if we can continue in a efficient manner. What is that? Yeah, I know exactly what that is. All right. We've got cooking going on. We have digging going on. We've got dropping off. Yeah, atmosphere. This is what I was worried about. We aren't getting enough of the carbon dioxide down. So let's get the first row here done, and then they will probably finish up the rest pretty quickly. We also need to dig up all of these right here. So all of that will follow. There we go. Much better. We've got all these Adilla seeds, which they're just decorative plants. Okay. All right. Let's see if... No, we'll just wait a minute. We're just gonna kind of plan out what we are going to do. We need to explore a bit more of the areas before we kind of finalize the way everything looks. We know this is good because we've reached the edge of the asteroid, so using power and just like keeping it on one side away from the other one is going to be probably the most beneficial, right? Alright, so now that that's done, like that, create another barrier. It might be good to have one of these open so that way the carbon dioxide falls down. There we go. Much better. We really need to work on the food a little bit. Feel like it might be beneficial to just kind of get some squash plants, put them in their own kind of area to grow. What do they require to? Polluted oxygen, or carbon dioxide. Okay. And what do they use? Ethanol. They use ethanol. Okay, that's kind of a problem. We don't really have a ton of ethanol. I thought did we get a pip? I thought we did get a pip. So we could totally use the pip to plant these wherever we want, or we can just keep them in here. Yeah, that might be the way to go. Grab all the iron and let them plant the igneous rock. That might be the route to go. Alright, they are providing a really good amount of those. Let's look at our skills. What do we have? We have tinkering. Thank you. It will take some time to get those skill points up. We do need to start taming the mammoths though. And I say that because we want their wool. That'll give us reed fiber. I don't think it's reed fiber is very plentiful on this asteroid, so we got wood, 11.8 tons thanks to all of these phloxes. Now, see, this would be very challenging to get the carnivore challenge done on, because you can't plant pike apples, right? You'd have to, like... Just thinking about that achievement in general, you'd have to start by going for the mammoths, I think. Because when you... So if we look at the mammoth, and we go to their page here, 22,400 kcal. So that is a lot. If we go back to critters, go to the phloxes, they only provide 1,600. So I think if we were going to go after the carnivore challenge, the only way to do it is with the mammoths, because that means, so 400,000 calories, that's like, what, 16 mammoths? 18, maybe even 20 mammoths total? Yeah, that would be the best way, I think, to get the carnivore challenge done, is with the mammoths. Anyways, enough of that. We'll just keep going. At some point, it might be worth a shot to do. Maybe we'll attempt that after we're done with our other achievement run. We'll try it on this asteroid instead. But I still think it's going to be a little difficult, especially since, you know, we don't know all the nuances yet of the different things we have to do when we go keep digging downward and everything. Oh, we're on super fast mode. Let's go a little bit slower. How's the temperature in here? Okay, that's pretty good. The temperature in here is lower. We have hydrogen, and hydrogen, not a lot of it, so it can change temperatures pretty quickly. All right, let's submit the bioscan. Someone will do it, I'm sure of it. What else do we have to do? We need to... There's polluted water right here. Let's mop that up. Much better. Yeah, we could just get rid of this entirely. Let's just change the priority of that to a 9. That way we stop using this, because we really don't need to keep turning on this gas pump. Look at the power. Let's not waste any more power. There we go. Yep. Man, every time I think we're starting to catch up, we just add more stuff to the list of things that they need to do. Well, this at least tells us how much we made. 448.4. We consume that much, I think, because some of the duplicants have yucky lungs from breathing in the polluted oxygen. There we go. Much better. All the ice gets delivered. Yeah, we need that mechatronics engineer so we can have auto delivery on all of these. Let me like most of them. Oh, what's that? A bonbon tree. Produces nectar and wood. Can be used as a floor tile. Okay, well that's what the farm tile is. But what about the bonbon tree? We'll have to look at that in depth a little bit more before we actually plant it, excuse me. Alright, let's see. What else can we have them complete? We don't need that anymore. Automation. We need all the automation wires. There we go. Oh, we made it out of cinnabar. That might not have been the smartest choice. We may need to go in and change that to gold or something. Do we even have gold right now? Let's look. No, we do not. We have wolframite, iron. And the reason I don't want to use cinnabar ore is we'll probably be turning that into mercury later on. And I don't want, if it's finite, I don't want to use it all. Oh, look at the shine bug, just hanging out. Alright, what do we have up here? Colony achievement, what did we get? Recover a database entry by inspecting facility ruins. Okay. Thought we already did that one, but I guess not. There we go. Alright, now what are we doing? Saltwater, machinery. Yeah, I like this a lot. Germ resistant, immune to food poisoning. But suit wearing. We're just gonna get that. We don't have another location set up for the duplicants yet. I mean, we probably could right here, but there we go. This is slowly coming together. Let's change this priority over here. I really want to get hydrogen generators over here. 1 and 2. And then we want one of those right here. Not sure how many do we want. It's 5. The real question is, do we go straight over and then just put another wall here with insulated tile? I think we might do that. We'll have to wait and see. We want to put this in, make this out of wood, but we have too much other stuff to do. I want all this digging done. Do not get stuck. That was close. Alright, we want a heavy watt wire. Make it out of iron. Let's go all the way across. And then that would free up this whole row for us to do whatever we wanted to with it. Okay, that looks good. What's the temperature in here? 15 degrees Celsius. Okay, so if we really wanted to, we could connect this back up. That way all the water does not get utilized for that. It just gets utilized in our ever-living cycle here. We will need a battery. Maybe we'll just put one right on the end for now. We'll need automation wire. We'll make that out of iron. Go all the way across right here. Same thing, same similar setup as what we have over here. Ooh, frosty buns. Not a lot of calories left in that, but it's fine. Not a big deal. We do have a lot of food hanging out in the different areas. Sleet wheat times 18 times 36. Wow, that's a lot. So when we decide to break open these other areas, we'll have a good amount of food coming in. Awesome. Yeah, let's just get this done. There we go. There we go. All right, let's see what else we have going on. Let's look at our skills. Not there yet. Digging and research. We have our researchers already. We don't need more researchers. But our current researcher is in field research. The other one, we want to go to data analysis. And then our rancher, critter ranching 2. Okay, applied sciences. Pyrotechnics. There we go. That's an interesting hat you have there. Very similar to the other one on the in the tinkering. There we go. Some improved carrying. We made it out of cinnabar ore previously. We want it out of iron instead. Same thing here. I don't want it out of cinnabar ore. We want it out of iron. Because we're gonna use it. So might as well do it right the first time, right? Or well, in this case it'd be the second time. But not a big deal. Look at this oxygen. Only a part of it is flowing. I think we need a little bit more. What am I thinking of here? 49 degrees. Wow, that is pretty warm compared to inside of here. So what we do next is we actually drop off carbon dioxide, or not carbon dioxide. We just add another ventilation so it has more motion, right? We don't want it sitting there idly like that. Otherwise we end up with oxygen inside of the hydrogen tank, and that is not good, for obvious reasons, right? Okay, we're gonna change this to a 6, and this to a 6. We need them to do other stuff. Okay, maybe we do 4 instead, because other things are 5. The default being 5, that means that anything else would be... Here's what we do. Oh yeah, everything turned into a 5. And now anything above, like this, will get done sooner. 1, 2. Should be able to reach the rest of that. Oh, darn it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Should have just did that the first time. Alright, let's change all of this craziness to a 6. Get rid of those. Perfect. Now that this entire... I'm gonna call it land mass, because that's what it looks like. The entire debris is out of the way. We can count on the carbon dioxide going down to all of the aloe vera plants, providing us with extra oxygen. So much oxalite just hanging out and about. So this side is where we're going to create our power spine. It's going to be like every single row, 1, 2, 3, right? So that's what we're going to do. We're going to use that pretty efficiently, hopefully. Still need to make another compost because the polluted dirt from up here is not, it's not really going anywhere. 25 tons of phosphate, and it will start increasing when we have the mammoths. Let's change the priority of the rest of this digging to a 6. It's higher than most things, but quite all right. Now we do have a little bit of eggshell, so we could probably queue up some lime. We are going to need a bunch of that when we want to make steel. And we haven't found any other geysers or vents anywhere. Probably need to keep going down, 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 all the way. So I think we're okay. We're gonna remove that from the list of things for them to complete. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Same thing here. We want to change this to a 6. And these here. Okay, and those are a 6 already. These are not, so. Let me know what you guys think. Have you guys experienced anything with this asteroid? Is there anything that you would have done differently so far? I haven't really had much feedback on it. So I think, you know, it's probably a standard with most of the ways we've been doing things. No, don't do that. Just take that out. I'd like to know how other people have either conquered or, you know, completely gone through a lot of this asteroid already. And if there's anything that I could be doing differently or suggest to other players, you know, please feel free to let me know or drop it in the comments below. We are experiencing everything for the first time. Again, I did not play in the early access for the new asteroid. I let it, everything be a fresh perspective. I didn't even look at anybody else playing, only because, you know, I'm super excited to try it out myself, and I find myself doing things a lot differently than others, so I think it'd be good to try and put some variance out there. Just a little bit. Not a lot of variance, but just enough. Alright, let's see what else we have going on. We have skills, we have research. What are we going to research next? Let's zoom out, see the bigger picture here. Okay, we can get a metal refinery, but we won't be able to keep it cold for a long term. We could get rocket research if we really needed to. What else do we have? We don't have an artist either, so we won't be able to do like the canvas or the sculpting block yet. You know, let's get some extra automation. Never hurts to get up on that. Okay, alright, alright, I like that. Let's look at the temperature. Temperature is stabilizing down here. We have the gas coming in is at -9. Did we use regular gas pipe? Oh, we did. Okay. So that's getting nice and cold from the oxygen, and then it's going in here pretty warm. So I think we need to actually change that into insulated pipe instead. Yep. Insulated pipe go all the way over. That would be much better. I don't know why I thought it was a good idea to use the regular pipe. You know, I find it strange that a lot of times when we do things, it just, you forget, or there's so much going on that you get task after task after task, and you make it so you forget how to do XYZ, or you just, your mind has to prioritize in order to continue, right? You have to like remember, oh my gosh, I'm doing this and this and this. Time and time again, I find that I get so squirrel brain in this game. I'll be here, and I'll be over here, and then I'll be all the way up here, and it's just, there's so much going on that's why I don't play always on the fastest speed. If you do, that's totally great, but for me, it's too much. If I leave everything on the fastest speed, it's almost guaranteed I will forget something, or something will collapse, a duplicate will get stuck, you name it. If it can happen, it absolutely will happen. I mean, I feel like that's how it's always been for me if I play on the fastest speed. But when we know that there's a lot going on, we need to make sure that nobody gets stuck. That's the biggest thing, right? I've lost one too many duplicates that way on my original runs. Alright, enough tangenting. Let's get some things focused on and hopefully set ourselves up here. The pip got stuck. Well, not stuck, but just running around in this nice little circle. We are going to need to figure out where to put them. Yeah, we need to figure that out pretty quickly here. You know, we're gonna make this the highest priority. And then I'm gonna have them dig there. Oh man, they're building behind the door. That's kind of neat. I don't think I've ever seen that in a while. This is gonna give us some easy oxygen in this area. Yeah, they don't like that at all. Maybe it would be good to just put a couple of these here. A couple of the alveo vera. In addition to the oxalate. There we go. Get some fresh oxygen in here, and they can just keep breathing it. No issues. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Okay. Lots of this stuff is almost done. It looks a lot nicer without a giant, like, almost iceberg-like thing here. There we go. Alveo vera. Where are you? Here you are. Same thing here. Research has been completed. Let's finish that so that way it's not stuck. Oh, come on now. Don't be like that. All right. There we go. Much better. No harvest pending. That's interesting. I thought that all of them were enable harvest already. Okay, no hydrogen has been put in here. So we are going to take it and go. We'll go here. And then we will connect it later on. When we have the setup better. And then we want this to be 30%. Just type it in. There we go. I mean, we have enough hydrogen to keep the power in the base going nicely. Oh, we have another blueprint. Barbecue. Yes, please. Okay, so something else that I was thinking of doing is before Factorio releases their new space exploration in, oh, what is it, September? I was thinking of doing a Factorio Friday. So if you'd like that or would enjoy a Factorio Friday, please let me know. I haven't really played that in a while. Playing with mods, without mods, I've done pretty much everything with that game. The mods are really nice in a lot of senses, but some of the issues that I found is when I played an entire playthrough of the space exploration, and the map file that you have is so large, it takes a really long time for any other friends to connect to your game. And that was kind of unexpected. I think I don't have a background with those kinds of things, so seeing that unfold was interesting. Very, very interesting. Anyways, so regardless of that, like I said, I may do Factorio Fridays and then just keep adding to our list of games that we like to play. Let me know what your thoughts are on that. I would totally love to hear from you. Anyways, let's continue. We have a blueprint. All right, let's check it out. What do we get? Some basic tan shoes. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of that, actually. You know, I'm not a fan of that so much. We're gonna go to our supply closet, our wardrobe. Back. How about all of it? And then footwear. Okay, we don't have them already, but okay. You'll survive for now. Basic tan shoes. What else do we have? Do we have any other duplicates? Duplicates. Oh my gosh. Duplicates. Oh my gosh. All right. Nope. But we have a lot. We've got 4,900 thread. Oh, we've got rainy print ×2. We can recycle one of those. Okay. Look at these geometric wallpapers. Great. Some just solid ones. Artwork. Lots of ×1s. Ooh, the Babe, the blue fox. Flocks. Oh my gosh, I love it. So much. Ground zero. Okay. All right, I need to stop looking at this. Joyful responses. We have the Pip Pip Hooray. Oh my gosh. All right, we're done. Sorry. Continue. I could spend all day on cosmetics. I love them on these games. It is a very good idea. Clay did a fantastic job on all of that. We hit some slime, but we're not gonna do anything with it. We're just gonna just go down even further. Oh, that's why it was so warm. There's magma here. Okay. Yeah, this magma is so hot, it's providing that all over. Heat all over in this area. We're just gonna go right by the magma. We're not gonna touch it or do anything with it right now. What is that? A window top? Is that diamond on top, or what is that? That looks interesting. Hand scanner. It appears to use a method other than fingerprints to verify an individual's identity. Oh, okay. So they just stick their hand in. Got it. You know what that reminds me of? You ever see those movies where they stick, you know, they put their hand in and then it just like closes around them, freaks people out? That's what that reminds me of. All right, let's continue on. We probably should have grabbed all this or gone down, but I don't want to break our Alveo Vera area because this looks great. Wow. Okay, we have a Mammoth area. So I think once those are done, we can create another farm. We move all this stuff out of the way, create another farm right here, increase our area for the area that we're keeping cold, and then we'll put the Mammoths in the next farm here. That's probably going to be the goal. Okay, we have lots of food. You know what we could do? We could just open this up in here. Reveal the anti-entropy thermal nullifier. You know, that is just so fun to say. I have to admit, I do enjoy that. We've got another bed and a wood heater all the way down here. More lumen quartz. Let's see, that provides light, right? It does. Okay. Not bad, not bad. Let's see, how far down? Oh, that goes really far. Oh man, we have a ways away to go before we even hit that. Hitting the bottom. There's another tile here, so there's probably some more things to find. Probably set that as a higher priority. Set these as a higher priority. That way we're providing more oxygen. Check our skills here. Nope, not there yet. Almost though. What can we do for the research? You know, let's get... Let's do the spice grinder. I haven't seen any issues with things being, what is the word I'm looking for? Spoiled, but it's okay. All this looks great. Let's look at the temperature again. Okay, so this is the only warm area so far. That's in a vacuum. Okay. Does that mean both sides of that? Well, no, the abyssalite should be keeping the temperature at bay. Yeah. But this magma is finite, so we wouldn't really have too much of an issue cooling it down and whatnot. The only thing we have to be aware of is the, like, if we put this stuff in here on top of the magma, while it might cool the magma, it'll also create steam almost instantly. And yeah, it might be fun to watch one time, but we'll have to wait and see. What is this made out of? A hard plastic ladder. Okay. There we go. Now we can kind of see what else is. Oh, a buy bot builder. What is that? Oh my gosh. New things. We like new things. Running out of oxygen, I see. Okay, we've got this really giant room over here. Never seen that before either. Look at the Bimini egg. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Do we have any anywhere else? I don't think so. How many tiles do they need? Oh, 2,000 cycles. Okay. 16 cells, so you cannot have 8 in there. You can only have 16, 32, 16, so that's 4 for 64, 5 for 80, and 6 for 96. Okay, you can only have 6 per 96 tiles. Okay, it's good to know. I really want to know what this does. Okay, I guess I can just click on it. My duplicants have discovered a laboratory full of dusty machinery. The vestiges of another colony experiments, perhaps? It is unclear whether the apparatus is intended for biological experiments or advanced mechatronics, or both. Let's click on that entry. No, it's the same thing. Okay. Oh, the Biobot Builder. Reboot an ambitious collaborative project spearheaded by Gravitas's bioengineering and robotic departments. If correctly rebuilt, it could save duplicant lives. My duplicants have discovered a laboratory full of dusty machinery. The vestiges of another colony experiments, perhaps? We have already done that. More research is required, so the more you find out about it, the better. Because, you know what? That doesn't look friendly to me. I'm just saying. That looks like a scary morb. Yeah, we're going to leave that alone for a little bit. Okay. So the next bit that I would like to do is, if we build a ladder system here, let's go straight up. And then we break apart a lot of this. What I want to do is provide backbone over here. And that'll be nice and handy. Let's check out this temperature. Okay. Yeah. Insulated tile was really nice right there. Okay, we found another saltwater geyser. I mean, that's cool. Oh, but this one is at 95 degrees. So if we look at the temperature, that's going to be really warm. So if we combine the saltwater here and the saltwater here into the middle, it's probably going to provide a good amount of heat combined with brine, right? So let's take a peek. So 95 degrees and negative 10 degrees, yeah. So we combine them together and it'll allow us to be a lot better. But that's going to be a down the road project because we have to figure out where to combine them and all those other things. And we will open this up just because I want to get a better look at this actual device since I have no idea what it does. It has a gas input. Blueprint. No. Alright. Uses zombie spores and steel to craft biofueled machines that can be sent into hostile environments. Okay. Alright. There we go. Extra. Alright, they're going over there now. We can see what's going on. Look at that. Lockers. Yeah, that's so cool. You need advanced medical skill in order to make that. What is it's moving in the actual device there. Interesting. Okay, yeah, we're not gonna mess with that for a long time. How much is the temperature here? 3 degrees. Okay, so now that we have it, oh, we've got waterweed. Waterweed would be really nice to have a nice little farm of. So that would be really helpful, I think. All right, let's see if we can continue downward. Oh my gosh, what is this? Geothermal heat pump. We are finding all of the cool things. An abandoned geothermal power plant has been discovered. My scans indicate that this facility compromises multiple buildings located throughout the planet, with plumbing entrenched so deeply into the terrain that much of it is beyond our reach. Most of the accessible portions look quite functional. Okay, so let's just pause for a second. Nothing there. What about gases? Nothing there. Okay. Yeah, this is very neat. Service cart. Robotic arm. Okay, we have a podium. We have a robotic arm. And a service cart. Reconnect a heat pump. Reconnect the building's steel plumbing system to restore function. Okay, so we've got 3 different locations that we need to connect back up to it for it to function properly. Uses heat from the planet's core to dramatically increase the temperature of liquid inputs. That is fantastic and a lot of words. We're not going to touch that either. Yeah. Oh, it even shows you where they are located. That is cool. And then there's a service cart. We'll just inspect that. A fire extinguisher. And another fire extinguisher. Okay, cool. Sorry, I'm getting a little excited. I've never seen these things before. Like I said, first time seeing anything like that, so. Super cool. Okay. That's pretty warm. Oh, we have a skill point. Electrical engineering. We're getting there. We're getting really close. Now, these 2 hats are the same, but pyrotechnics are not electrical engineering. Interesting. We need more research while we are at it. Let's do... We'll just go down straight down the line and get all this done, since we will need it. Okay, there we go. Get rid of this extra area so it helps keep all the carbon dioxide down here. So now that we have all these plants and all this is opened, the carbon dioxide falls without anything in the way, no obstructions of any kind. Turn this into a higher priority. Don't want the atmosphere in here doing anything. We want the heat coming out of the SPOM. Oh, look at that. We're about to hit cycle 100, that's why. That's so cool. We'll just wait for a second here as we admire that we hit cycle 100. There we go. We hit cycle 100. And just to finalize that, let's look at the achievement. Reach 100, cycle 100. Turn of the century. All right. Much better. Much, much better. I'm pretty excited to see how this turns out. Like, what do we use that? I mean, it said to use it for liquids and heating them up, so as long as we don't have any issues connecting them, maybe using specific types of inputs and outputs. Oh, it's instantly freezing. Alright. Another blueprint. What did we get this time? Frilly dusk gloves. I think we have those, but I'm not going to go into the blueprint box right now. Research is getting done. Alright, they can't reach here, so if we just did 1, 2, should be able to reach that. I want another bonbon tree seed, so we're ready for later on when we need them. Okay, let's up the priority on these two. So we ran out of eggshells. So the next point, I think, is going to be where do we move the liquid tepidizer and all this water, so that way it's not so close to where we want to keep everything cold. I think what we are going to do is move it right next to the SPOM, because eventually we can turn the SPOM into the better SPOM, or the bigger SPOM, I mean. And if we don't, then we just make the bigger SPOM out here, right? Look at that. Much better. All right. I have a few more things to do. Let's see if we can prioritize them like this. I want this pipe to get done, because we don't want it to be warm. Yeah, this ice, polluted ice, keeps getting liquefied. Let's just move that over here, and then high priority, because that's how warm this area is getting, right? It's right next to the transformer, and that's what's providing that extra heat. We can even see that. Maybe it's more of the oxygen that's been released in this direction. There we go. All right. What do you mean you can't? Oh, the mop. We'll just do that instead. Can't reach that. It's a little bit out of reach. No big deal. I mean, we've caught up a lot of the different tasks that we've been trying to accomplish. We have the SPOM working really nicely, actually. It's working to the point where we have too much oxygen, so it might be better if we had a reservoir for them to send the oxygen into. That might be the next step, but we'll have to wait and see. If it's continually like this, then yeah, I think we might need to just provide that for, yeah, here, we'll put a building right here, and then we'll have the reservoir, blue reservoir. But it is about that time, everyone. We're going to end the episode right at the end of this cycle. Please let me know your thoughts, all of your questions, comments, and everything else. I do read every single one that is provided on the episode in the section below. If you have any concerns or anything that you have questions about, please ask them or provide them. I do respond as soon as I am able to. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Have a wonderful rest of your day. We'll see you in the next one.